The Indiana Hoosiers taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Michigan Wolverines. Free A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hoosiers offense will start this game off with the football. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Complete to the right. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Right down the middle. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. So Michigan's offense will take the field for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There are a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Rides to back and leaves it. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And how nice is it, David, on third down to have a viable option running routes out of your backfield? That's why this running back is so valuable to this offense.
Yeah, and what matchup do I want to play? I want to play matchups where I have the advantage. I got a speed matchup of a linebacker versus a running back. Nice route, looking like he's going outside, cuts it in. Nice timing and rhythm with the quarterback. Nice third down conversion.
Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete to the left. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it, fighting off the defender. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Wolverines had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The Wolverines, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Michigan. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
They'll go with a direct snap. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Give to the running back. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when
brings him to the open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking down the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Right on the money. Touchdown, Wolverines. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. You can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. South Alabama is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Southern Miss. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Trying play action. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Turning it on. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking for space. It's Clay. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the Big Apple. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. And it'll be down right there.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Got a little space. Made a defender miss. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to sling it on second down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. He lost one down the sideline. It's complete. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Got his man quickly. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't hang on across the middle on first down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. A little screen to the running back. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. You want your defenders to be physical in pass coverage, but they can't be overly aggressive. They can't grab and hold. That's an obvious PI call. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Off the boot, looking for his man. Pocket breaking down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups, guys that you know if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. We can mention names, and Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
Bringing the heat. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So here comes the Michigan offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, bro.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
He'll sneak it. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Trying the left side. Hard running there. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll keep it himself. Plows through the defense. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Reads it, fires complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
To the ground with the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He'll keep it on the sneak. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of a great field position.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Florida State may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Doak Campbell Stadium every time. The Noles have been racking up road wins since the Bobby Bowden days, and they get another one today.
Runs through a tackle.
No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Hoosiers will hustle to the line. Looking downfield on first down. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. Defender gets a little too aggressive there, and this offense gets some free yardage. Wants to throw on first down. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. He's got him this time. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Wants to keep it in the air. Here's the pressure. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. It's incomplete, but I don't think it's going to matter. There's a flag at the line of scrimmage, and it looks as if the defense was offside.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Wants to go up top. Swings it out to his running back. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Made it harder on themselves on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 9. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Are forced to settle for 3. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Delivers the stiff arm. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Punts it out of the air. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the defense, got him at the 27.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this. We got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor.
And the Hoosiers will boot it away to start the second half. Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Starting this third quarter on the ground. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the wideout. Here's the fly sweep. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. They go to the ground. Runs for the tackle. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Rides the back on the option, the give. Breaks the tackle. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got his man in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on first down. Throwing right. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks and first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Finds a spot in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Wants to go up top. He's got it and still on his feet. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. From the gun. Give on the inside. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Quarterback on the keeper. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Finds his tight end. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hoosiers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Wants to go up top on first down. The quick out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Setting up the screen. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. Gonna look downfield again. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Hoosiers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run the sneak for it. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Smashes it between the uprights.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quick strike complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. Shakes off the defender. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. They'll leave it with him. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Snags it over the middle. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Gives it on the option. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go right back to him. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did.